I'm looking towards that Rek'Sai for Perfect and the Qiyana. We've seen both those picks, I think, really vary extremely heavily in their performance in this tournament. And they are very vital parts of the composition. The combination specifically is what's going to get them reliable backline access. But both these teams are basically going to bash their heads into each other. So also going to have to see how both the Ezreal
Game
and
2,
the
boys.
Varus
Game
survive.
2.
Yeah, what the power of the Bruisers can do in a game like this. And on the side of Gen.G, you talk about comfort for KT. Well, Gen.G have Chovy's Galio that is 20-3 this year, and Keen's Ambessa that he's never lost on, 10-0 on the pick. So
10-0 on Ambessa? Oh, I wonder why.
KT fans will tell us they already got rid of the Taliyah win rate.
Nerf it, bro.
Already upset the apple cart, so to speak. KT at this Worlds have been a constant slew of surprises as we get on into Game 2. Remember, if you are at home, you can log into your Riot account on LoyalEsports.com and watch Worlds live to earn exclusive Worlds emotes, icons, and capsules. You can join in, spam.
I hate the KT when Rek'Sai top, man.
It's Gen.G looking perhaps for a little bit of an invade. Now, Perfect will see them with that Tremor Sense. Canyon's going to step forward. BDD and Docdam are here. It's going to be a 4v3.
What they looking for over here?
Across, make it a 5v3, and Gen.G wisely back away.
Yeah, not wanting to run any big risks. Want to highlight something that has been more and more prevalent this tournament, which makes sense with the popularity of lane swaps, but it's actually double TP here for both bot laners. Now, we saw it on the Lethality Varus specifically more and more throughout this tournament, and Ruler has decided to match that. I do think as Ezreal, you get a lot easier away with it than you do as Varus.
And it's kind of something we've seen in previous metas as that evolution. When people start taking the TP, then slowly you start getting kind of sustained out of a lane where they're just poking you down, pushing you in, then TPing back and kind of lane locking you. So then people start to just do TP to match. And I agree. I mean, Ezreal is one of those champions that can definitely get away with it. That being said, hey, maybe you get punished later on for not having a cleanse or having a combat summoner. So it is definitely something that I think is really not even a debate. It's just stronger for lane. The question is, do you get punished later on?
Small optimization from Juro there, going for the W, that shield, Titan's Wrath, to actually be able to walk up into the Alistar level 1. You don't need the hook. You can just walk at him. What's he going to do? Knock you up into the air? You still come down where you're standing. So uses the shield, steps forward, gets a little bit more pressure in the lane. And because of that, I mean, because also they have an Alistar, Docdam and Peter have to step away from the level 2.
You see the early prio found there. That was something that was already a big issue for them in the last game. And then both junglers will be pathing towards the bottom half.
Rek'Sai's so lame, bro.
So if there is a lot of trading, has a great early game dive, Qiyana a lot more conditional. As the struggle for Chovy, obviously, in the early, like first back at least, sometimes even into the second, but once you get enough wave clear, the Galio obviously is able to just shrug off the damage from the Rise.
And I'm always just so interested in watching a lot of these Rek'Sai lanes because it has been such a champion that is really hit or miss at Worlds, right? Some people make it look so oppressive where they have you locked under your tower, they're taking down plates, they're slowly pressuring you and just utilizing that sustain to create these big advantages. And then other people are kind of just farming even and then looking useless, right? So we have to see, can Perfect perform well on this champ? Because to me, the early game really does set the tone for what kind of a game you're going to have on Rek'Sai.
We get the knock up here onto Keen with that Unburrow. Forces Keen a little bit lower, but Keen, he doesn't use mana, nor does Perfect, obviously. We can just spam through some of those shields, dash around the wave. Does lose at the early game, but with the second wind, with the Doran shield, you're always just going to be able to keep yourself topped up.
And we see Qiyana crossing over towards the top side of the map because he has prio there. Not really able to contest for a bot side. As I say that though,
Bro, his Rek'Sai is so far up in lane. But like, they can't even gank him because they know the champion's just gonna escape so easily.
Feel confident, I imagine, in the 1v1, but yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a time waste for him. Could be looking towards BDD though.
Oh, BDD. He might die here. Oh, he fucked that up, man.
Yeah, BDD, I think, got a false sense of security. Because Cuz was taking the topside scuttle, I think his read is, oh, that means Canyon is on bot scuttle, so I'm going to play so heavily towards that top side. He was not expecting the Xin Zhao to be there, and I think that really did bite him. Gets completely surprised, doesn't react with the flash, then late flashed into the wall. It's kind of just the exact opposite of how last game started, where Chovy died, wasted his flash.
Yeah, that's now 2 for 2 on flashes that make me and Azil look at each other in pain. Because both of those didn't quite hit the mark. I thought actually a BDD's call was just, I am dead, and I'm going to hold on to my flash.
Yep.
Which, in hindsight, definitely feels like that would have been the play, because now it's the flip side situation where not only in terms of BDD going down, but also because now Chovy is in the one in the matchup that is expected to struggle a little bit early.
Yeah, against a champion like Galio for Chovy, BDD is really going to struggle as he gets towards these first few items, 20 and 3 across the course of 2025. You can see he's just constantly dominating, even on these picks that are a little bit tanky, still putting out a ton of damage from that mid lane.
We'll have to see. Perfect has to be a little bit careful here because he is down a bit on XP, and Keen can get 6, I think, on this wave. So Perfect is trying to make sure that he's thinning it out enough. You don't want to get caught on a bad trade, surprised by those level up timings. That is one of the opportunities that sometimes you have on a champion like Ambessa, and Perfect will just realize, you know what, I can't actually contest this. He's going to get 6
Duro?
back up.
Goes away on the exact minion that Keen was going to hit that 6. Smart play there from Perfect, just backs underneath his tower. Does mean Keen will get the first recall out of this top, but shouldn't be too much of a bother as Gen.G start up the dragon down towards this bottom side. TP coming out from Dokdam as he looks to match the push that Ruler's had. But again, it's another summoner that's been burnt by KT that Gen.G haven't had to invest. Ruler was able to just walk across here. Cuz looking for the steal.
And it's kind of a flip situation. This time it's KT trying to get access to that dragon.
Duro on that front line. The hook lands onto Peter. Cuz gets the root down. Piercing arrow.
Ooh, double knockup. Holy. They got it, okay. Oh, the snare hit. They still want to go? Oh, it was bait. It was bait. Peter, flash knockup right there. Hit the plant, hit the plant. There you go, BDD. Yeah, Ruler's dead as well. Ooh, that's Cuz, bro. That's Cuz. Damn.
Rightly so, 3 kills early for the Kiana. Played that fight brilliantly, spacing out so many of the abilities there from Chovy.
And that's without 6. He gets a triple kill there.
Perfectly there as Peter was able to find a great angle for a re-engage.
And the hesitation from Gen.G in that contest feels like it was very well punished by KT, because normally in these type of
BDD
fights,
baited them with his ulti here too.
Running the play, but what you can see here, even with Chovy, a lot of damage goes down onto Peter, but he obviously doesn't care, being Alistair, and then Chovy doesn't actually with that taunt set up for any meaningful damage. I thought he was just going to go for an
Look at this Rise ulti. What a bait. It made him backstep.
Spacing here from Cuz, how he actually plays out these next moments as they go back in. You know, Chovy tries to find this re-engage, and then Cuz steps out, is able to just barely dodge this taunt here as he dashes out. Chovy tried to hit both, and they both just kind of back off on either side. He wasn't able to hit anyone, so Ruler gets chased down on one side. Cuz is able to follow through and get the kill there to take down Chovy, gets his ult, gets his flash.
He's like, oh, I'm so good.
Pumped. And it's moments like these that you have to wonder, how nervous is Gen.G feeling? Because the pressure is going to be mounting. Something goes bad in game 2. You know, is that in the back of your mind? The expectations are so high for this team, and rightfully so, but a mistake early in game 2 when you're already down 1 is tough.
And on the other side, how hype are KT feeling, right? Coming into this, as we see Peter look for the engage onto Juro, we'll get the trample down. The hook's going to land as Cuz dies.
Peter.
Supreme display of talent. The Nautilus
Come on, Cuz. You got a triple kill. You're doing no damage. Oh, gives a shutdown to Ez. Double kill to Ezreal.
Bite back in the game.
Yeah, that was not the fight to go there for KT. They try to full send it, but they're sending it onto Duro with Ruler just free firing on you. And Ruler gets both of those kills and a big shutdown off of Cuz. Plus, they're going to be able to get the grubs off the back of this as well. Ruler in prime position to be able to carry now. 1K up this early.
And it shows how quickly these games can swing. Like, we were literally in the middle of talking about how KT had a really good early game, and now the gold basically even, 2 neutral objectives to 0 in favor of Gen.G. They get all 3
Ooh,
grubs.
BDD with the hot feet.
Away from that feat of objective slaying, and Cuz does have the Profane Hydra complete, does have an 800 gold lead, can start to steal away some of these camps with the help of Peter. This is where Kiana can really shine, just out-farming your enemy man. But they've been stymied. They've been suppressed a little bit. That early game hype, not quite as high as they look to see if Canyon oversteps. Keen here as well. The wards go down, and KT back away.
Possible trap, but still, a couple of jungle camps being found there for Cuz. He's going to be happy. A little bit of extra pressure there for Perfect. But that was definitely an unforced error for KT. They could have just backed out of that play towards topside. Really wanted to play, I think, on Cuz, having his ultimate available, but bit off a lot more than they could chew. We're still seeing, though, as you highlighted the Zale, and I want to echo it again, Gen.G generally is a team that in these early games, either they're doing something right or they're not doing anything right. They're looking for a cross map, they're trying to set up for an objective, they're trying to go for a macro play. Some of these early skirmishes, KT has just been straight up outplaying them. With the Profane Hydra now done, with Ruler having his Triforce, those are the two strongest members on the Rift right now.
And Ruler on this Ezreal is not the one you wanted to have all the gold here, as he is going to be tough to take down. But is missing Combat Summoner. You're not going to be playing Cleanse Barrier or anything like that, so perhaps a little bit more vulnerable than he otherwise would be. But still very difficult to even just close the gap and get in on him. Plus you have all of this defensive power here from Chovy, who's going to be there to peel if you're oversending it onto Ruler.
Overall, KT, although they had a bit of a stumble
Chovy?
position in this game, Rune Prison, Chain of Corruption for the chase onto Chovy, who doesn't have his flashback up.
He's so tanky, bro.
Punch will get him to safety. The hail of arrows, not enough to bring down the Galio. BDD still going to push in here as Chovy uses the Winds of War, misses the wave. But with only 2 minions left alive, BDD will just have to settle for a plate. TP down towards the bottom side as Juro and Ruler set up around this Drake.
Still successful play though. Chovy gonna be bullied out here early. The prio is there for KT. They're again building a gold lead. This time though, Gen.G got the first Drake. They're looking to try and play for a second. Perfect, the thing gonna finish his Titanic Hydra on the base. Keen might be able to finish his first as well. Could be looking at some double TPs coming in here. Peter has taken a little bit of damage already though.
Perfect is still proxying, so he must not have the gold just yet. He wants to kill one more wave, then probably look for the base. But I mean, Peter is chunked out. The base just
They just give this dragon. That's 2 dragons to Gen.G. They just
Gen.G,
know that like we don't want to fight
this
Ruler
one,
with
no
the T-Force.
problem. And they are the ones now with
Damn.
2 early dragons here. It's going to be an Ocean Soul up for grabs, which could be pretty good, honestly, with a lot of kind of the beefy boys over on the Gen.G side, I feel like.
Yeah, Ocean Soul and Bessa, that does not sound like a good time once we get deeper into the game. Yeah.
It's all about how much you can disengage her, how much you can stop her getting onto that backline, because you do have tools. You've got Headbutt Pulverize, Chain of Corruption, you've got the Unburrow coming out from Rek'Sai. If Keen is diving in there, can you just CC him for long enough to take him out before the Ocean Soul really does its work? We're still a long way away from that, at least 10 minutes before Gen.G can claim that as their prize. 2.5 minutes as well before the Herald is coming up, so let's just have a look at where our lanes are assigned. Got the AD carries meeting in the mid lane, the supports meeting up towards this topside river. Juro looks for the hook, Cuz is on his way across, and Ruler will
God
arcane
damn.
shift forward, which
Those Qs are starting to hurt.
for him to extricate himself from.
Do want to highlight BDD looking at the CS, actually a substantial amount of, now part of that is obviously due to the attention that has been paid, but part of it is also just Chovy thus far on his Galio, not really having the impact, got outplayed in the early fight. BDD with a much earlier power spike here, already sitting on 2 stacks on his Rod of Ages.
See the damage coming down from Keen. He's got that Eclipse complete and perfect. Has to use this passive just to heal himself up. Keen handily winning the trades in that solo top lane matchup.
Rek'Sai meet Mbessa. God damn, bro.
Especially for, you know, HP stackers, whether you're a tank or something like this Rek'Sai, the trades just become so horrible. After Mbessa is post 6 with Eclipse, all of a sudden you just can't really hurt her. It becomes very difficult to deal with. That being said, because you have Titanic, it doesn't really matter. You can kind of just fight the wave and just one-shot the wave over and over, keep her off the tower, but definitely Keen.
Blue to Ezreal, oh boy.
Good spot here.
Oh boy.
Really impressed me on this Ion. I just can't sing this guy's praises enough. He really has been so incredible. Can do anything that Gen.G asks of him, regardless of the role, regardless of your weak side, strong side. He is just fantastic.
Yeah, and so long did he like try to get to this position in the LCK, try to manage to get through all of the ranks. He's gone from 10th to champion across the course of his career, and last year really the year that he came to the fore in the minds of many around the world. As we saw KT looking for something up towards that top side, weren't quite able to find it. There's a Herald up in a minute's time, so Peter and BDD are just going to team up to deny some vision. Still a lot of wards for Gen.G around the bottom side of that river.
In a sport where there's so many players that just never get on the team that actually gets it done, never get the support that they need, it's such a feel-good story of a player that just kept his form throughout all those years until there was a core around and that could actually support him. Obviously starting with that breakout year in 2023 KT.
I mean, even beyond that, it's just hard to look good on a bad team, right? Like, it's so hard to even have people pay attention to you because League is such a team game, and when other lanes are losing, the map can just fall apart very, very quickly. you know, especially on a pretty team-dependent role like top lane. So it is just so impressive to see how resilient he has been throughout his career, and I love to see players like that really getting their due, really getting their recognition after being able to kind of grind their way up from the literal bottom of the LCK.
Looking at the game state right now, we have 2 item spikes approaching for a couple of the members. Most notably,
Perfect
Ruler
has
really wants to try
a Bramble vest, and he's still getting out-traded.
Get the stack set up. In about a minute, we'll have the Drake fight set up. Minute and a half until the Drake actually spawns, and it will be a must fight for KT. They have a really, really strong ability, I think, to both rotate around that with the Realm Warp.
Double redemptions on the support already. Oh, the ghost from Peter?
Not gonna let them breathe. Starts up the Herald.
Herald begun, TP coming in. KT looking to cut Duro and Ruler off from an easy path up towards the river. Canyon realizes it, backs away from the Herald, which will reset its patience in a moment.
Peter.
The hook's going to land, though, as they look for Peter.
Oh, he goes in. I just don't know about using Kiana on 2 tanks. Ooh, he flashes over. Yeah, this is looking pretty over. We just, like, all our damage is on Kiana. And then we throw our ulti on 2 tanks. What do you think is going to happen? I don't understand that move there.
And then Ruler finds space on the side of the fight to go aggressive. Duro finds another hook. And Gen.G were just dancing around that fight perfectly.
And what goes
Ruler's so fed, man. Like, look at this. Why are we throwing Kiana ult on 2 tanks here? Kiana ult should be just for Ezreal. I swear it should be just for Ezreal. That we even threw Varus ulti on the Xin that has his ulti up.
This hook almost bending it around the wall. The follow-up from Chovy is great. And rightly so, Perfect Bisco, guys. I am not joining this fight. I am just going to make sure we get the turn.
Bro, Gen.G's comp is so toxic. Oh my god. The amount of CC they have is disgusting.
It hasn't really been permanent when it comes to the setbacks. They've been extremely resilient, and we will see if they can replicate that in this Dragon fight.
Ruler now 2,500 gold ahead of his opposite man, already on his going towards.
Ruler's about to have his upgraded mana immune too.
Perfect looking for the flank. The Drake begun hex flash forward. Canyon dives on a Peter. Riptide has been summoned towards the top.
Okay.
They go in for the fight.
Dragon a KT. I would just get out and not even fight this.
Trying to distract Canyon. Peter falling lower. Down comes the anchor and sends him into the depths. Gen.G find another. For KT, they got the Drake, and that's really all they wanted. Riptide charges in. Perfect matches it. Should be able to kill it off.
I mean, tell me no. Every single time. Oh, Ruler. Okay, we have Kiana ult. This is perfect. Shut down. There you go. There we go. See what I mean? You save that Kiana ult for the 80 carry, and you're fine, bro.
Kills, and Katie says thank you very much as Ruler tries to replicate the last play, but instead just Arcane shifts to his doom.
Perfect.
He's potentially going to go in here onto Keen.
Look at the Keen, who does still have that flash. And in the end, KT will back away from the play. Car's able to steal more of these camps away. The gold lead Ruler had cut by 800. He is still the most fed player in the game, but KT have shown if Gen.G overstep, they'll pounce.
It's just incredible. You know, you're going up against a team that I would say probably greater than 80% of people coming in thought were going to be the runaway favorites. We're supposed to win this event. You're falling behind. You're giving arguably the best AD carry of all time, a massive gold lead, almost an entire item ahead, and then you're saying, nah, I just win.
And they do. And this is a split call, I think, here from Gen.G because Ruler going in that aggressive when there is no follow.
Yeah.
Keen was facing.
That's literally what you got to do every single team fight. If Kiana ult doesn't hit the Ezreal, we're trolling.
And that is a lot of gold being reinvested, and what goes down in KT Rollercoaster's case also must go back up again.
Exactly, just for the acceleration. And I've got to say, when you're an underdog, you can never play with fear. If a play fails, you have to just go right back at them. Play towards the strengths of your composition. And I think that's something that KT has done beautifully through these 2 games. They're not just saying, all right, it went bad, let's just try to scale, we'll sit back. They're going to pounce on every single opportunity that Gen.G give them.
And KT couldn't be bigger underdogs. You have to look at it. We talked about the predictions earlier on today, but
Right on pace for my prediction. I don't know what you're talking about.
Already. Most of us are just wrong already. Or everyone predicting that 3-0 for Gen.G. A couple of 3-1s here or there. As they'll... I'm sorry, I know you were memeing. I know you were joking.
Dead serious.
Dead serious. Okay.
My honest prediction, 3-0. I don't know. I just don't know why you guys didn't see it.
The hindsight is 2020. I've got to say.
It's the Peter angle, you know?
Into the future, apparently. As KT now with a slight gold lead. It's not over yet. They are still very even in this game. For Gen.G, you still have Ruler, one of the best AD carries, if not the best AD carry in the world, on a pick that is so hard to pick off. He is still on his way to that third item, but for KT, these small moments, these small fights really start to accelerate things in their favor.
It's still, though, night and day between how Gen.G looked against Hanwha Life and how they look against KT now, right? And that is just the intangibles, the fact that Chovy is in another semi-final, something that most players dream of ever achieving, but for him, it's just been a hurdle. And right now, 2 item spikes, hit for Keen as well.
Wow. Look at that damage. And Keen's health didn't even drop.
You can't overstate it enough, right? When, for Chovy, really the only thing
And Perfect has a full Thornmill and Tabbies.
He's dominated
and he's getting out-traded like that.
You work your entire year long for these couple games that you're playing. And the amount of pressure that he must be putting on these games, on himself in these moments, is just immense, because it doesn't matter what he did the rest of the year. If you don't win at Worlds, for Chovy, that's a failure. That's the level of player he is.
He said it himself. It's not just about the win. It's about playing well alongside it. He puts so much pressure on himself to perform in moments like this, and to fall at not quite the final hurdle, but one short of it again would be such a disappointment for him as a player and for Gen.G as a lineup. 8 years since they last made it to the finals, 8 years since they last won the World Championship as Samsung Galaxy. There it was T1 they met. Here I feel we've talked a lot about how this year matches 2017 in many different ways. For Gen.G, they damn well hope it does, as Keen and Perfect meet down towards this bottom side. We have 20 seconds left on the Drake. Would be sole point for Gen.G.
Oh my god.
Second for KT.
Okay, so now Ruler is so strong, man. T-Force, upgraded Man Immune, and Sojin.
We keep seeing that, but teams still
his Q is gonna be like on a not even a 1 second cooldown.
And we've seen that time and time again. But Dragon spawning here in 5 seconds. KT with good positioning here once again in the area. You can see Chovy is moving down. BDD is gonna TP early to be with the squad, but we'll see if they just are gonna start it. It looks like they will.
Double to B.
A couple of wards in the back of the pit from Gen.G as they look to gain vision around it. Perfect looking for that flank. No wards where he is. Going in with the hook. Drake down to 6,000. Perfect still peeking his head out as they dive in. Canyon looking for the steal here.
Anti-synergy right there. Canyon? Oh my god. Cuz missed his ulti. Ruler's dead though, doesn't matter. Nice Peter, nice Peter. Keen doesn't die here, does he? Oh, the 1v1. Keen wins this anyways.
What a team fight from Keen, though, and what a team fight from these two teams. It is an absolute bloodbath, but it's Cuz that walks away, importantly, with the Dragon here, grabbing another one for his team. Keen just solos.
I don't think Cuz ulti hit anyone. Watch Kiana, I don't think that ulti hit anyone.
Really keeping it close.
And it's starting to feel like Gen.G again, not quite the timing right there to deny X's for Cuz. And look at these.
Yeah, it hit nobody.
Multiple times. BDD on the edges of this
it hit nobody.
Actually finding Ruler at the beginning.
Peter, that was nice. That was nice out of Peter right there. Flash Q.
Staying alive really buys the time for Perfect to then get back on top. There's no cooldowns, and you can see on the face of Cuz,
bro,
he's feeling himself on this Kiana.
I think KT team fighting is better than T1's, right? Because it's like, okay, T1's definitely gonna be TES, right? Is that the team? I don't think it's called TES. I think it's a different name for that team. But whoever they're playing, whoever T1's playing versus next, I don't think they're gonna have an issue versus them.
The underdog. It is your rebellion. You're taking down the champions elect for Gen.G.
So it's like if T1's going to the finals and KT is going versus T1, I think KT just wins.
Would have been on Soul Point, and now Gen.G will call for a fight at Otacon. KT will muster their men and we'll see another battle.
Yeah, Perfect's TPing already, but BDD is moving over. They are a little bit slow to join here, and Duro could just try to control this tri-brush. It looks
They're
like
just gonna give it.
approach, and KT, they're going back for the red buff to try to find time, but that's been spotted. They're too late now, it feels like.
Cuz might look for the steal. Baron coming onto the rift, but Gen.G already secured the Otacon. KT backing away. Cuz still looking for that supreme display of talent, a game changer around terrain like this, but in the end, it will just be the red buff to KT, the Otacon to Gen.G.
And that's a trade that Gen.G will more than happily take. Obviously going to be very happy that they're able to, again, get this lead. When it comes to the pedals, Otacon has been so very highly valued by teams. That's the only conclusion you can draw, because it feels like teams keep taking a very big risk to secure it. Mid lane turret still stands. KT might be looking for a punish.
Tower down to about a third. Lockdown coming in from the side as well, does have that chain of corruption, but in the end, Gen.G will back away without pushing the tempo any further. Gold basically even, 2 drakes apiece. The Otacon really the only difference.
Oh, Ruler?
To the chain of corruption into the
Ouch.
arrows. Ruler needs the protection of Chovy to keep him alive, and he'll find it. KT, though, now having chunked out the enemy AD carry, can push for the tower.
Really well played there by Doctom, just playing around vision around that corner. Gets Ruler so incredibly low, they're threatening.
Oh, Cuz misses ulti.
Back away. The risk of getting knocked up there. The follow-up.
So now they just used 2 ultis on KT's side, and Ruler just recalls TP's back, and now they can pressure the Baron. Or pressure this mid lane.
Sometimes when a team finds a pick like that, at least on a tower, you see them backing away and then they lose their tower in response, but KT are keeping Doctam around to defend.
And Doctam sitting here with that Serpent's Fang, actually able to negate a lot of the shielding to come through for so many members on Gen.G. For Duro, for Keen, for Chovy. We saw the damage he was able to output there as Gen.G gonna start off this Baron. I think
there it is.
KT off guard. KT does know this is happening.
BDD's in the bot side, does have the teleport and will use it immediately to come up.
They get it.
On a reset, instead TP's in. Gen.G with that Baron.
Oh, they're just gonna look for the fight.
The hook's gonna land onto Peter. He pops the unbreakable will to try and walk away. Cannon goes in with the crescent guard.
They know there's no Kiana ulti.
Perfect, chipping away at them from the bottom side. Chovy still looking for
Alright, they just get out.
In the end, it's an Alistar ultimate. And KT disengaged.
For some reason, Duro didn't use his ulti.
Gen.G. Peter, again, this was an issue in that first game. Going a little bit too far ahead of the rest of the team. Loses his ulti, and he is not going to be punished for it, but we'll see if they can.
I think he should have just ultied the Alistar there. Even if Alistar's ulted, he was like less than half HP, we just kill him. There's no re-engage. They know the Varus ulti was used. They know the Kiana ulti was used.
Same for Keen. And this is going to be soul point for whichever team picks it up. Both Doctom and Ruler have access to their flashes. BDD just now finishes his Void Staff. Third item for Cuz as well.
The problem for Gen.G is they don't really have vision around this area at all. They've got a single control ward, now a couple in that mid lane bush.
Peter.
Out with a hook once again, as he has to flash away. Has the honey fruit to pop himself up as
Ruler. Ruler.
Ruler finds his man.
Ruler. The shore hop on his E? Come on, bro.
They're just gonna go to Baron, I think, here, and they're just gonna force your hand.
He E'd in the bush.
This time he doesn't have the ulti.
And that shit still hit the Alistar.
Pretty late to the fight, so Gen.G just walk through mid. They get the dragon, they go to soul point, they take tier 1.
Come on, Peter, bro. What you doing?
What
are you doing, Peter?
Cuz is gonna look for the steal. Ruler wisely standing on this side of the wall. Now dashes in with that arcane shift. Perfect. Clears out a bit of vision. Cuz hasn't been seen here. Gen.G, the Baron down to 6.5k. Canyon and Ruler still on it. Cuz still looking for the steal. Perfect and BDD down towards the bottom side, distracting the rest of Gen.G. Cuz can jump in. The Winds of War from Chovy. Duro knocked up. Redemption out. Canyon almost falling as Cuz into the pit. There's no jungler there. Canyon goes in.
Oh my god.
KT now on the back foot. Public execution from Keen, not quite connecting. And KT turn and burn. Peter's hit.
Wait a minute.
The hero's entrance won't be quick enough to save his support. Perfect diving onto that backline. Chovy falling lower. Keen forced away towards the top side. Chovy with a stopwatch. Doctam can't land. The piercing arrow through that. Flash away. The Realm Orb gets KT out.
God damn.
Gen.G secure the Baron.
And Gen.G,
yeah, Cuz threw his ulti in the pit and hit nobody.
Nothing like the Gen.G we're used to. KT, a little bit of
I feel like he kind of panicked right there and threw his ulti out. Because if he would have held on to it for when they walked into the pit,
I mean, let's be honest, it came down to a complete burger flip. Canyon got chunked down very low here. It was
Like right here, like he jumps in, and then he randomly throws his ulti. I think he threw his ulti to burst it.
Able to finish it off. That was so close. If KT walking away with that Baron, it is devastating for Gen.G. And then again, this re-engage this time from Peter was beautiful. Chovy comes through with the ulti, but Docdam and BDD the whole time are just free-firing, getting so much work done in these fights.
And Docdam just unchecked in any of these fights. As you can see, the KT coaches still not used, despite everything on being on the roller coaster. It never gets old. Rolo doing an incredible amount of damage in that fight, and now Gen.G, we've seen him in his position. Last time it was Kenyon going in too deep. They get a redo this time around.
BDD's pushing in a side lane. KT have already given up the ghost on this inhibitor and, well, at least the tower. Gen.G can push for more. Chovy's pushing in mid for that tier 2. The inhibitor will go down on the bottom side as KT look to defend their mid tower. BDD does have the TP. Chovy's a little bit isolated here. Ruler Arcane shifts across to make sure his Galio can walk to safety. Gen.G now with this Baron power play, 4K out of it.
Yeah, creating a pretty large advantage, but they are not out of it just yet. GA completed, Zonia's completed, second GA now coming through. Canyon and Keen both have theirs done. But we can't count KT out. They have shown us in this series their resilience, how much they are just fighting and scrapping for everything. Gen.G absolutely in control. But really, it's eyes on this next dragon. 145. If KT can get that dragon, the game will absolutely continue. But you have to think with the lead that Gen.G already have, if they claim Soul, it's pretty much theirs.
Look at how close that is to game 1, man. Like, this is exactly the same time it started going up for Gen.G. And that fall at the end of the climb of the coaster for KT is exactly what they wanted. True Shot Rush takes half of Docdam's HP.
Oh my god.
The K off his total.
That is so much damage.
Yeah, that's an unhappy
QSS on Ezreal now.
Not great. We'll see if Gen.G can turn it into anything more.
Oh my
giant
god.
wave crash here will get them at least a good amount of damage, but it does look like KT have been able to hold off on most of this. Obviously, the big issue is that upcoming possibility for a Soul mid lane turret also will fall as the rest of KT just looking to base and setting up for this upcoming fight.
And you always have to get concerned when it's going to come down to one of these objective fights about the vision, right? You
Why do they zoom into the mini-map, bro? It's so blurry.
Taking that over, sweeping out wards. Yeah, the Baron's gone, but you know that KT had been locked up in their base for so long that they haven't been able to get out on the map and reclaim vision. And Peter has been getting picked a number of times, and it could be a repeat.
Oh my god.
Immediately they look for Carls, they'll take
He's
out
dead.
the jungler. Ruler finds the kill, and now Peter tries to flash away, tries to get
Alright,
to
can we
safety.
go next?
We'll shepherd him back into
Can we
the
slash
base, but
FF?
Gen.G don't even need to turn towards that
This is
drink yet.
painful,
They can push
bro.
for the tier 2 on the top side, they can push for the inhib tower on mid.
And Gen.G not wanting to repeat their mistakes of game number 1 when Canyon went in way too deep this time, waiting for them to approach. That should just be the Soul, right? That should just be the Ocean Soul going over to Gen.G, making the side laning and Bessa even more impressive than it already is.
I mean, it's the exact same spot that Keen set up that pick last game, like you're saying, you know, but then it was Canyon going too far. It was the fight getting turned around. This time, they basically get a
Another
redo,
one?
and they do it
Oh
perfectly.
my god.
Junked very low, and now you have to think, I mean, Lethality Varus.
Does Ruler have auto aid?
It is so hard to really have much value. You are now looking really for
Man.
100-0 type plays, right? You have got to find that perfect engage, burst someone down before they have a chance to get value from that Ocean Soul, or you just don't have much of a chance.
And you already highlighted as though I'm
This is
looking
why
at 1 GA,
I don't
2
like
GA,
assassin junglers.
Stopwatch.
Because if you don't one-shot someone, then you're just sitting there looking dumb.
That could work.
Yeah, you could kill him.
Redemption Locket. Redemption Locket's pretty hard to get through.
It doesn't even have flash right now.
I mean, look, he's a guy from the ocean with an ocean soul. I think that gives him like double power out of it or
Set
something,
bonus.
you know?
Yeah, no,
set
I'm
bonus.
with you.
It's going to be really difficult for KT to find a way back into this game. But we said that in game 1.
And I will say, if you can hang on for these next 5 minutes here, you know, we're assuming that Gen.G should have prior over the Baron. Elder is the great equalizer.
Elder flip.
Exactly, and sometimes in a game like this, your best chance can just be, hey, just delay, wave clear, try to hang on. That's not easy to do, but if you can, and you can flip an Elder, win that out, well, all of a sudden, Ocean Soul doesn't really mean nearly as much, but Gen.G again, just masterful in how they are controlling vision. They're just moving in, clearing out all these wards. They're making the approach so difficult for KT.
And that's kind of a flex from Dom, right? Like being up.
Peter's going. Immediately they dive into Chovy. They have the chain of corruption coming out as
Peter?
well. It's going to land the Crescent Guard out as well from Canyon. Chovy falling lower. Perfect's on the flank. Lands a double knockup. Chovy needs to get out. And he
Oh, found the Alistar.
Slays the cow. Roast beef for Keen as he finds two. Dogdam will follow Canyon.
Penta.
Flashes away. Still has the Angel to bring him back to life. And now Keen can advance and Cuz can do nothing but flash and a try to get himself out. Keen will chase for days though. Cuz forced down towards this blue side jungle. KT lose the fight. Gen.G, do you stick or do you twist? It looks like Baron is their target.
Yeah, Cuz still going to stay around, but it's going to be incredibly difficult for him to get in the area. He's hoping he can find a miracle to get in that pit. I mean, he has the sweeper. He knows he's not spotted, but he is now.
Ruler jumps immediately onto him. He knows his job here. They don't need the damage on the Baron.
That was close.
Cuz away. Can't quite hit the Mystic shot. Perfect here. The TP in for BDD. Another TP to follow it. As KT think perhaps we can take the fight after the big purple worm. Peter's here to join the fray, but Baron already for Gen.G. KT now back away. The Realm Warp used. True shot. Almost takes him out.
Cuz when he's like, oh, I can't contest the Baron. Let me heal off red. Let me heal off red and get the plant. And the team's like, yeah, okay, we'll try to stall him and get the fight after the Baron. And then all the HP he healed up got completely destroyed by Ezreal ulti. Again, bro, like, your Kiana, your job is to one-shot people and you're throwing your ulti on just tanks, bro. The only time the Kiana ulti was good and they won the team fight was when it landed on the Ezreal.
And I mean, look at how Keen is playing, right? You know, yes, the public execution does not hit onto Dogdom, but it doesn't matter. He hits Peter and he just taxis him over there. Dogdom flashes out, but Keen is fair to follow, instantly knocks him down as well. Keen is just untouched. I mean, it's not like you can start a fight out going for the Ambessa. You have to deal with some of these other members, but that just gives Keen all the freedom in the world to just crush through these fights. He's going to have a beeline straight towards Dogdom. And Dogdom, it's never a 1v1 you can win in a million years.
10-0 on the pick. This Ambessa has been Keen's talisman throughout the year. Looking to make it 11-0 here in the semi-final to put Gen.G on the board in this series.
Every single time I see a Rek'Sai pick, bro, I swear the champion's just useless. Like, yeah, you just cheese lane, but then what do you do in team fights, man?
The bot lane inhib has respawned for KT.
Last time it was a hero play from BDD. The Q-free follow-up by the rest of his team that got KT out of what felt like at that point a position that generally Gen.G wouldn't lose from, as they are unrelenting, pushing on.
Ooh, chain of corruption comes out.
The cleanse.
The Mercurial is going to cleanse away that slow. It was here that BDD managed to do it, but he doesn't have the same impetus to engage, doesn't have the same tools in his arsenal to get their inhib on the top side, taken by Gen.G. Now KT will put all 5 players to defending this mid lane wave that Chovy is going to begin to bring in. Gen.G though,
we're just gonna dive him?
Knock up onto Keen. He dashes away. The route onto Jura with the rune prison. Perfect falling low.
Oh my god, the disrespect out of Gen.G.
We'll be able to heal up in that passive. True shot rush.
Oh, Peter.
But not by Peter.
Oh my god, he found the Varus. Again, bro, like this, the Kiana ultis are so useless. Alright, GG. GG. Chovy recalling to go buy an item real quick. What is he gonna buy? Decap? And then he's gonna TP back?
Reset coming out from Chovy. He's finished a neat death cap. The Rabadons for that extra bit of damage. The Nexus Tower's falling. Ruler and Chovy take the first. Keen trying to get this wave in for the second. Perfect. Dogdam and Peter needs to try and defend, but Peter's already back in the base, just healing up on that fountain. The Nexus Tower falling lower. Ruler with a true shot for Rush can still arc and shift away from the oncoming Rek'Sai. The Nexus Tower will be taken. Keen behind them. KT trying to defend.
Oh my god.
Don't have the
yeah, GG.
Gen.G will answer the fight and go 1-1 in the series.
Gen.G battling back here. KT kept the pressure
I don't know, man.